my name is Susan Fouche, and I help Fiverr sellers just like you make money. I have a 6-step process to increase your sales called the 6 Steps to 6 Figures. And if you want to watch a comprehensive video that outlines these 6 steps, then just click the link up above. And then I also have that link in the description as well. But in this video, I have some really great advice that will help you earn more clients on Fiverr, and that is by maxing out your portfolio samples. And I'm going to show you a case study of 2 similar Fiverr sellers who each sell the same service, have been on the Fiverr platform about the same time, and are both at level 2 seller. So let's go ahead and take a look at these different sellers. We're going to do a side-by-side analysis, and I think what you're going to see is really quite surprising and is total evidence that you need to have lots and lots and lots and lots of samples on your Fiverr gig. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I've got my 2 Fiverr sellers up. Here is, we'll just call him Red. And here's my other Fiverr seller that is Purple. They both do YouTube video editing. But what I'm going to show you is that the number of samples that Mr. Red has available and for potential clients to look at far, far, far surpasses the number of samples that Mr. Purple has. Now, of course, the first step in the 6 steps to 6 figures on Fiverr is having samples. And I say you have to have at least 3, but for crying out loud, 3 is like the bare minimum. And so one way you can have samples is, of course, in your thumbnails. And another way to have samples just organically is by the work that you've done. So when I go through Mr. Purple, he's got a lot of samples of just stuff that he's done, and I can watch the YouTube videos that he's created. And I really like his work. I mean, I would definitely hire him if I could. However, if I have, for example, a very specific type of video that I want edited, and I'm looking through Mr. Purple's samples, and I'm like, I just need it like better organized so I can see if he's going to do a good job on specifically what I want him to do for me. There's really no way for me to see that. Now, Mr. Purple, in all fairness, does have one thing in his portfolio. He has one video in his portfolio. But if I click on his portfolio and I go, well, I don't really need a home tour. I need something completely different. Maybe I need just like a talking head kind of video. I don't see that example in Mr. Purple's portfolio in any of his samples. So my chances of hiring him are greatly going down. Now, of course, this is not to disparage anybody. This is just simply a learning point about how to make money on Fiverr and how to do it right. So I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just saying, here's a case study side by side. Let's look at Mr. Red. Same thing. He does video editing for YouTube, video editing. If I want, for example, a talking head video, I can go through his thumbnails. I can go through the work that he's done that's in his, thumbnail area that Fiverr has put up. Or something that Mr. Red has done that's really nice is he has filled out his portfolio down here. So in his portfolio, it's really, really, really well organized. For example, I can see that there's 14 projects, and putting stuff in your portfolio, it's just something that's like an extra thing that you have to do. And I recommend you do it because it's going to get you hired. So in his portfolio, Mr. Red has, an event highlight montage. Okay, I don't need that. He also has, oh my gosh, a talking head video. That's exactly what I need. And so I can click on this, I can look at it, and I can go, you know what? I think I'm going to hire this guy. Looks like he knows what he's doing. I really like his previous work. It's really well organized. I can see exactly what I'm going to get. So having a portfolio is really important, and I'll show you how to add to a portfolio towards the end of this video. All right. As a side-by-side comparison, about the importance of a portfolio. So it's not just me who's saying, yeah, I would hire Mr. Red over Mr. Purple. Let's actually look at their data, which is important because numbers give us information. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look at about the seller, which is above the portfolio. And I can see that here's Mr. Red. He has been a member of Fiverr since March of 2019. His response time is great. He's delivered a lot of different stuffs. And I can see that he has 606 reviews, which of course, you know, means that he's done a lot more work than that. It's just that he's had 606 reviews. Okay, let's look at Mr. Purple, at these same numbers on Mr. Purple's About section. Okay, so Mr. Purple, he has been a member since December 2019. So he's had a little less time, about 6 months less time than Mr. Red, but they've been on about the same time, pretty much. His average response time is an hour. His last delivery 4 hours ago. I mean, again, he's doing great. But when I look at the number of reviews for Mr. Purple, 327 reviews versus 606. We're looking at, twice as many reviews, half of the number of reviews. And can we attribute it to that maybe Mr. Red's got a maxed out portfolio? Perhaps. Maybe Mr. Red just does better work, but I don't think so. When I went and I looked, I didn't feel like the work was any better. I just felt like he offered more examples of what he could do. He enticed the potential clients. He hooked them in. And I think it's evidenced with the number of reviews that these two sellers have. Now let's look at their prices, because that's another really important thing. We not just want reviews, but we don't just want more orders, but we want to charge more for our orders. That's how you make money. That's how you get to your 6 figures faster, is by being able to charge more money. So here's Mr. Purple. His basic package is, a maximum of a 5-minute video. So when all is said and done, he's going to give you a 5-minute video for $10. And that means that me as the customer, I can give him 15 minutes. He pares it down to 5 minutes, and that's $10. 2-day delivery. Okay, up to 15 minutes. Let's look and see what the basic package is for Mr. Red and those prices. Okay, so for Mr. Red, he is going to give you 2 minutes of video editing. It's a 4-day delivery, and he does do color grading. He does do motion graphics. But let's look at the price, $40. All right, and remember that Mr. Purple was 5 minutes worth of video. When all is said and done, he's going to give you 5 minutes of a video for $10 versus Mr. Red, 2 minutes. 2 minutes at $40. I mean, this is really obvious to see, Mr. Red's not only got more orders, but he's making more money. Let's look at their standard package. The standard package is Mr. Purple is going to give you 8 minutes of video with transitions, 15 minutes of footage provided. So in other words, he takes that 15 minutes of gobbledygook and pares it down into 8 minutes of beauty. And he does sound design and mixing. 4 days delivery, 2 revisions. So his package isn't as good. And again, I'm not trying to be disparaging at all. I'm just saying when we sort of compare these two side by side, who would we choose? He's only giving us 2 revisions. Let's look at the standard package here. Unlimited revisions. 5 days delivery. Again, 5 minutes. 5 minutes video versus 8 minutes video. And the price is actually $20 versus $80. You can see who's making more money. Now, Mr. Red does offer color grading, sound design, and mixing motion graphics, but I think if you're a video editor, It's pretty standard. Like, I think it's sort of like, for me, I'm a voice actor. It's kind of like exporting as a WAV versus exporting as a MP3. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Let's look at the premium packages. Okay, so Mr. Purple, premium package is $40, and he's going to give you 12 minutes of video with color correction, cool transitions, motion graphics, 3 revisions, 7-day delivery at $40. And I think you know where I'm going with the Red, Mr. Red. Premium package, $120. 10 minutes of video editing with, advanced editing, motion graphics, animation, B-rolls, royalty-free music. Okay, it's the full package. But I have a feeling that with 606 reviews, Mr. Red probably has this pretty systematized. I mean, in just kind of seeing how much is in his portfolio and how much he's worked to get that portfolio organized, he's probably a pretty organized worker right there. So we can see $120 versus $40. This is huge. Now, can we say that this is all related to the fact that one has one video in their portfolio and the other has 14 projects in their portfolio? I'm sure there's other reasons for this. But I think we can also say, like, just as empirical evidence, the portfolio's got to have something to do with it. The fact that he can raise his rates, because I'm sure they started at the same rate. It's just a matter of showing your customers, your potential customers, what they're going to need to make a good decision. And when I personally hire people on Fiverr and they've got all their boxes checked, their portfolios filled out, they've got PDFs, they've got everything, I am more likely to buy from them, even if they're more expensive, than somebody who doesn't really have anything. Because I believe, and I think a lot of people believe this, that the more I can see a seller working on their business and their freelance gig, I think they're going to just do a better job on my work. And I think everybody feels like that too. I don't think I'm the only one in the world that thinks that way. But this is just a side-by-side case study of really the importance of having a portfolio. If you don't have a portfolio, please get one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put a portfolio in, because I actually did a Fiverr review the other day with a Fiverr seller who hired me to help him with his Fiverr gig, and he didn't even know how to make a portfolio. So let me show you how to do that. Now, before I show you how to add work to your portfolio, I do want to remind you that I do have a Fiverr gig that's available right now. It's December 2022, that will review your Fiverr gig and will show you how to make it better, how to get more sales. And my Fiverr gig actually looks like this. I will do a Fiverr review to boost your gig sales by 10%, and that is in the description if you are interested in hiring me to do a one-on-one with you to boost your Fiverr sales. Just go ahead and check that out. All right, so you're going to be on this page in your Fiverr portfolio, which is basically like your profile. You can just click on your little face up here in the upper right-hand corner and just go to profile, and that will get you there. Here we are. All right, so to get to your portfolio, just simply scroll down. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, and here is your portfolio, and here's how you add things to your portfolio. So I just simply click on Add a Project, and then you just give your project a title that is probably like specific to remember what your clients are looking for. You write a description of your work, you put it in a category, and for me, for example, voiceover, it would be music and audio, and then voiceover. But for you, it's going to be different because you might not do voiceover. And then you just simply upload to here. If you do have a video, it does need to be less than 50 megabytes. So that may mean that you need to edit it down a little bit, and that's okay, because typically potential customers aren't going to be looking at the whole video. They just want to see the first 20 or 30 seconds of it. But definitely put some things in your portfolio, get it maxed out, give potential clients a reason to hire you. And of course, there's lots of other things that are involved in, potential clients wanting to hire you. For example, your thumbnails. Now, to find out how to make thumbnails that actually get clicked on, you're going to need to watch this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.